sabi cook. You dey chop, you sabi chop. Any kind talent, any which one? All of them. Yeta for the Niger Boss Factor idea.
Niger Boss Factor Season 1!
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, Season 1, Niger Boss Factor, John Ibachole!
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idajile, the winner of Niger Boss Factor Season 1. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Niger Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send pay.
A very good evening to you. Welcome to World Now at 4. I am Peace Organ-Egbawe. First, let's talk the headlines. On the headlines, Jonathan Gowon present as Buhari presides over Council of State meeting. PM outlines Rwanda plans for asylum seekers. Irish Foreign Minister accuses Russia of war crimes. And on sports, prosecutors seek trial of Maradona's medical staff. Now the news in detail. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari is presiding over a meeting of the Council of State at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. According to reports, this is the 4th time the president will preside over the meeting. The first was reportedly held on October 21, 2015, the second September 7, 2016, and the third held virtually in August 2020. The meeting is being attended physically and virtually. Former heads of state physically in attendance are Abdulsalami Abubakar, Goodluck Jonathan, and Yakubu Gowon. Also in attendance are Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, National Security Advisor Babagana Monguno, and the Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari. State governors in attendance are Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State, and Bello Matawali of Zamfara State, Nasir El-Rufai of Kaduna State, among others. Other governors are attending virtually. The United States Embassy in Nigeria has expressed hope of a credible Osun 2022 governorship poll with a pledge to work with the state government to achieve the objective. This was disclosed by the political and economic chief of the U.S. Embassy in Nigeria, Brandon Hudspeth, during a visit to Osun State Governor Adegboyega Oyetola in his office in Osogbo, Osun State. Hudspeth, who led delegations from the embassy, further said the team would visit security officials, civil societies, and other stakeholders before the polls. He said the reason for the visit is because of the forthcoming election in Osun State in 2022, expressing hope that the election will be free and credible because there are expectations within and outside the country over the forthcoming election in the states. Responding, Governor Oyetola said his administration had done well in improving the quality of infrastructure in the state, adding that about 300 kilometers of road across Osun State had been completed, while the administration is just completing the Olaiya flyover in Osogbo. Oyetola, who said he remained the candidate to beat, added that he also expected a credible election. We now move to Ebonyi State, where the Secretary to the Ebonyi State Government and Coordinating Commissioner, Dr. Kenneth Ogbala, has resigned to pursue his senatorial ambition. He disclosed this to journalists on Thursday after a closed-door consultation with Ebonyi All Progressives Congress, that is APC Working Committee, at the party's secretariat in Abakaliki. Ugbala also announced he had dropped his governorship ambition in the interest of the party and aspiring to represent Ebonyi's Central Senatorial District. According to him, the visit was to consult with the State Working Committee of the party and seek their approval and support to run for Senate come 2022-2023 for Ebonyi's Central Senatorial District. Ugbala had served as Senior Special Assistant, that is SSA, and Commissioner under Governor David Umahi's administration before his elevation to Secretary to State Government, which is SSG. And he said he would ensure effective and efficient representation if elected senator. On his resignation, Ugbala said he had the full knowledge of the new electoral law and had taken all necessary steps to obey it, including tendering his resignation letter to the appropriate authorities. We move to other parts of Africa after this break. Do stay with us.
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, season 1, Niger Boss Factor, Joe Idachole!
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idachole, the winner of Niger Boss Factor Season 1. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Niger Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.bossfm.ng to complete your registration. Call 0808 237 0000 or 0811 584 1500 for more information. Niger Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life. Terms and conditions.
You're watching World Now at 4 on Hills TV. Welcome back. Prime Minister Boris Johnson of Britain has outlined plans for some asylum seekers who arrive in the UK via boats and lorries to be sent to Rwanda. Single men could be given a one-way ticket to the country in a £120 million trial agreed with the African nation. Media reports say the government's plan would see some single men who arrive in Britain from across the English Channel in small boats flown 6,400 kilometers to Rwanda while their asylum claims are processed. The arrangement follows failures to strike deals with Albania and Ghana. South Africa's military chief has warned that terrorists in Mozambique must be dealt with before the problem spreads further afield. Rodzani Mapwanya was speaking in Pretoria following an agreement to expand a joint regional force in Mozambique. The South African troops are part of the 16-nation Southern Africa Development Community, that is SADC mission, which is known as SAMIM, to support Mozambique in its battle against jihadism in the northern province of Cabo Delgado, which started in July last year. Other countries contributing troops include Angola, Botswana, Congo, Lesotho, Malawi, Tanzania, and Zambia. Rwanda has also deployed troops as part of a bilateral agreement with Mozambique, and the virtual summit chaired by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa was also an opportunity to take stock of the latest SAMIM forces. About 600 members of the South African National Defense Force have been in Cabo Delgado province between October 2021 and January as part of Operation Buffalo. Mapwanya said SAMIM forces had been involved in intense fighting, destroying enemy bases, and capturing hundreds of weapons and fighters. while the deployment of South Africa's military in northern Mozambique has been extended, its role has also been shifted from aggressively fighting Islamic extremist rebels to a peacekeeping effort. The top general had this to say. We now move to other parts of the world after this break. Just stay with us. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back. An Afghan man was convicted by a Dutch court on Thursday of war crimes and torture for abusing political opponents at Kabul's Pule Charki prison in the 1980s and was sentenced to 12 years in jail. Judges said the man, who is now 76, who had been calling himself Abdul Rafief, was actually Abdul Razak Arif, who served as commander of the prison between 1983 and 1990. They dismissed his testimony that he was the victim of a mistaken identity. A lawyer for Arif said he would appeal, stating that he was being tried under universal jurisdiction principles, which say suspected war crimes and crimes against humanity can be prosecuted abroad if they cannot be tried in the country where they were allegedly committed. And now to Ireland, where Ireland's Foreign Minister, Simon Coveney, said during a visit to Ukraine today that Russian forces have likely committed war crimes by attacking Ukrainian civilians. He said Ireland was pushing for a maximalist package of sanctions against Russia, adding that he wanted to bring the madness of the war to an end. He visited areas directly affected by Russia's invasion and met Ukraine's Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba and Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov. During his visit, Coveney announced €3 million, which is £2.5 million, in funding to the International Criminal Court and €1 million to be dispersed immediately to the office of the prosecutor. Ireland has already contributed €200 million in humanitarian aid to Ukraine and committed €33 million in military assistance. We now take a move to Hong Kong, where Hong Kong has confirmed on Thursday it will ease some of the world's most stringent COVID-19 restrictions, allowing beauty parlors, cinemas and gyms to reopen from April 21 as infections in the global financial hub below 2,000 per day. The Chinese-ruled city has been hit by a fifth wave of coronavirus since early this year that has battered businesses and led to more than 8,600 deaths, many in the past 2 months, although cases have dropped in recent days. Up next is business news on World Now at 4. Do stay with us. You're still watching World Now at 4 on Hills TV. Now let's move to some business stories. The Director General and Chief Executive Officer, National Office for Technology Acquisition and Promotion, Dan Azumi Ibrahim, has disclosed that the federal government, through Executive Order 5, has restricted the issuance of visas to certain foreign professionals. He said that only foreign professionals with skills lacking in Nigeria would get visa approval from the Ministry of Interior. He said this as he addressed the media on the public presentation of indigenous software for the implementation of Executive Order 5. Executive Order 5 was signed into law by Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari on February 2, 2018 to promote local content in public procurement. World Bank has revised Sub-Sahara Africa's 2022 economic growth downwards, citing global inflation, supply disruptions, and climate shocks as reasons. On Wednesday, the global lending slashed the region's growth prospect to 3.6% from last September's 4% estimate. The lender said global commodities prices are increasing at a faster pace since the onset of the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, adding to the region's growth challenges. World Bank Chief Economist for Africa, Albert Zofak, stated that as African countries face continued uncertainty, supply disruptions, and soaring food and fertilizer prices, trade policy can potentially play a key role by ensuring the free flow of food across borders throughout the region. In recent times, one of the region's three largest economies, Angola, Nigeria, and South Africa, growth in South Africa is expected to decline by 2.8 percentage points in 2022, dragged by persistent structural constraints, while Angola and Nigeria are expected to continue their growth momentum in 2022, up to 2.7 and 0.2% respectively, in part due to elevated oil prices and good performance of non-oil sector. The G20 host, Indonesia, said on Thursday that Russian Finance Minister Anton Silvanov had confirmed he plans to attend virtually next week's meeting of finance ministers and central bank governors for the group of 20 major economies. Indonesian Finance Ministry official Wempi Saputra also told briefing that Jakarta was considering whether to invite Ukraine to the meeting, which will be held on April 20 in Washington, to discuss the impact of the conflict in Ukraine on the global economic conditions. Last week, United States Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen said Russia should be expelled from the G20 and warned that the United States would boycott some G20 meetings if Russia officials show up. Still to come, sports news on Hills TV. Just stay with us.
Niger Boss Factor Season 1!
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, Season 1, Niger Boss Factor, John Ibachole!
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idajile, the winner of Niger Boss Factor Season 1. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Niger Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.bossfm.ng to complete your registration. Call 0808 237 0000 or 0811 584 1500 for more information. Niger Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life. Terms and conditions apply.
Good evening and welcome to Sport News on World Now at 4. I am Memo Cynthia Asoya. Ex-internationals have urged the Nigerian Football Federation not to dwell on the Super Eagles' failure to qualify for the Qatar 2022 World Cup, but focus more on preparing the team for the 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifiers, which kicks off in June. The Eagles lost the World Cup ticket on the away goal rule after Ghana held the three-time African champions 1-1 in the second leg in Abuja on March 29th. The first leg in Kumasi 4 days earlier ended goalless. Former Eagles goalkeeper Ike Shoromu said the players must rededicate themselves to the team and ensure such setback don't happen again. Another ex-Eagles star, Garuba Lawal, stated that the Eagles will rise again in matter of time and make up for their mistakes. Former Eagles left back Ifeanyi Udeze believes the team need a bit of reorganization to excel. The Eagles will know their group opponents in the qualifying series for the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Ivory Coast after the Confederation of African Football last Friday announced that the draws for the phase will hold on the 19th of April. Former Super Eagles coach Gernot Rohr has emerged as a contender to become the next head coach of the Malian national team 1 week after the dismissal of former coach Mohamed Magasuba. Gernot Rohr, who parted ways with Nigeria last December, is being considered for the job alongside former Mali international Eric Chelle and Djibril Dramé, according to a report. Magasuba, who is 64, has been in charge of the team since 2017, was dismissed with all of his staff after Mali failed to qualify for the Qatar 2022 World Cup despite their strong pool of talent. Mali was beaten 1-0 over 2 legs by the Tunisian in their Qatar 2022 World Cup playoff after giving away a horrendous own goal in the first leg in Bamako. It was the closest Mali had come to a first ever World Cup finals appearance. Magasuba's sacking was expected after the Eagles were also eliminated in the round of 16 at the African Cup of Nations on penalties by less fancied Equatorial Guinea in January. Kenyan long-distance runner Joyce Chepkiru has been banned for 4 years for an athlete biological passport violation (APB). The 33-year-old won the 10,000 meter at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow in 2014 and also took the African title over the same distance in Marrakech that year. Chepkiru has been provisionally suspended since June 2019 after an expert panel studied anomalies in blood samples collected by the World Athletics between 2016 and 2017. The panel concluded the likelihood of the abnormalities in results being due to blood manipulation. The artificial increase of red blood cells using a stimulant was high. Away from that to Champions League, where Manchester City held off a late surge by Atletico Madrid on Wednesday as a bad-tempered stalemate at the Wanda Metropolitano saw Pep Guardiola's side safely through the Champions League semi-finals. Kevin De Bruyne's first leg strike last week at the Etihad Stadium proved enough for City to claim a 1-0 victory away to Madrid, although the Belgian had to go off with an injury which, if serious, would be a hammer blow to their hopes of winning the treble. City will now face Real Madrid against Villarreal. City will now face Real Madrid and Villarreal, all Spanish-English lineup in the last 4. A prickly contest boiled over in the final minutes when Atletico's Felipe was sent off for a wide swipe at Phil Foden. The City midfielder, already with his head in a bandage from an early Felipe's challenge, exchange sparked a mass brawl in the corner which only checked Atletico's momentum as the hosts finally put an otherwise dominant City under pressure in the last 10 minutes, and coach Diego Simeone was widely criticized for Atletico's negative tactics in both legs of the match. However, while speaking after the game, Atletico Madrid goalkeeper Jan Oblak said the Spanish team felt bad after failing to qualify, but noted they deserved to win against Manchester City. And that's your news at World Now at 4. Back to Peace for the rest of the news. I am Memo Cynthia Asoya.
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize, M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, season 1, Niger Boss Factor, John Idachole!
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idachole, the winner of Niger Boss Factor Season 1. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Niger Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.bossfm.ng to complete your registration. Call 0808 237 0000 or 0811 584 1500 for more information. Niger Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life.
Thank you, Memo Asoya, for the sports stories. A car carrying the Australian Prime Minister's security team has crashed in Tasmania during an election campaign visit. Authorities said 4 police officers were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after the car and another vehicle collided. Prime Minister Scott Morrison was not in the car, but the accident prompted him to cancel the rest of his campaign events on Thursday. Tasmania police said initial investigations suggested that the second car had collided with the rear of the police vehicle while attempting to merge. It caused the unmarked security vehicle to roll off the road. The 2 Tasmania police officers and 2 Australian Federal Police officers were conscious when taken to the hospital for medical assessment, and the Prime Minister's office had that to say. Australians go to the polls on May 21, and Morrison, Prime Minister since 2018, is hoping to win his Conservative coalition 4th term in office. And that's World Now at 4, but before we go, here are the headlines again. We told you that Jonathan Gowan and others were present as Buhari presided over Council of State meeting. The PM, Prime Minister, has outlined Rwanda's plans for asylum seekers. And on the international scene, Irish Foreign Minister is accusing Russia of war crimes. And on sport news, prosecutors are seeking trial of Maradona's medical staff. Remember to visit us on Facebook at Hills TV, Instagram at Hills TV, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Hills TV. I am Peace Ogenegbawe. Thank you for watching.